In the year 2050, the world had changed drastically. The effects of climate change had taken a severe toll on the planet's oceans, and marine life was in grave danger. Coral reefs had disappeared, and most fish populations had dwindled. The few remaining marine animals were struggling to survive in an environment that was becoming increasingly hostile to them. But amidst the chaos, there was still hope. A young girl named Maya had a passion for marine life and was determined to do her part to save it. She spent her days studying the oceans, learning about the creatures that called it home, and researching ways to protect them. Her dedication had led her to create a device that could clean up plastic waste from the oceans. Maya's work had caught the attention of a group of dolphins that lived near her home. They were a rare breed that had managed to adapt to the changing ocean conditions and were one of the few remaining species in the area. One day, while Maya was testing her device, a dolphin named Echo approached her. Echo had been watching Maya for weeks, impressed by her determination and her commitment to saving the oceans. She had never seen a human like her before, and she knew that Maya was someone who could help them. Echo communicated with Maya using a series of clicks and whistles, and although Maya didn't understand the language, she could sense the dolphin's urgency. Echo led Maya to a nearby coral reef that had been devastated by pollution. Maya was heartbroken by the sight, and she knew that something had to be done. With Echo's help, she used her device to collect the plastic waste and restore the reef to its former beauty. The dolphins watched in amazement, and they knew that Maya was someone special. From that day on, Maya and Echo became inseparable. Maya spent her days working on her device and helping to clean up the oceans, while Echo acted as her guide, showing her where the most critical problems were. Together, they tackled the most significant environmental challenges, and they became known as the heroes of the ocean. As time passed, Maya's device became more advanced, and her efforts began to pay off. The ocean started to heal, and marine life began to thrive once again. The dolphins, in particular, were grateful to Maya and Echo for their tireless efforts. They had been on the brink of extinction, but with Maya's help, their population had grown. But Maya knew that there was still more work to be done. She and Echo continued to explore the oceans, looking for ways to protect marine life from the changing climate. They discovered new species of sea creatures that had adapted to the changing conditions, and they learned from them. One day, while exploring a remote part of the ocean, Maya and Echo stumbled upon a massive underwater volcano that was about to erupt. The eruption would release toxic chemicals that would devastate the surrounding marine life, including the dolphins. Maya knew that they had to act fast to save their friends. With Echo's help, Maya devised a plan to divert the lava flow and prevent the eruption. It was a dangerous mission, but Maya was determined to save the dolphins. They worked tirelessly, using her device and their intelligence to divert the flow of lava. They managed to succeed, and the eruption was stopped. The dolphins were grateful to Maya and Echo for their bravery, and they knew that they would always be their friends. Maya had saved the oceans, and the dolphins had saved her. They had formed a bond that would last a lifetime. As the years passed, Maya continued to work to protect the oceans. She inspired a new generation of marine biologists, and her device became the standard for cleaning up plastic waste. She had achieved her goal of saving the oceans, and she knew that her work would never end. But Maya also knew that there was always more work to be done. She had seen firsthand the devastating effects of climate change, and she knew that the fight to protect the oceans would never truly be over. Years later, when Maya was an old woman, she sat by the ocean and reminisced about her adventures with Echo. She remembered the challenges they had faced, the dangers they had overcome, and the bond they had formed. She smiled at the thought of the dolphins that she had helped save, and the knowledge that they were still thriving in the oceans. As she sat there, lost in thought, she felt a familiar presence beside her. She turned to see Echo, now a wise old dolphin, swimming towards her. They communicated with each other using the same clicks and whistles they had used all those years ago. Maya could sense that Echo was proud of her and grateful for all that she had done to protect the oceans. In that moment, Maya knew that her work was not in vain. She had made a difference, and she had inspired others to do the same. As she watched Echo swim away, she knew that she would always be connected to the ocean and the creatures that lived within it. And she felt a sense of peace, knowing that she had done all she could to protect it. Maya's legacy lived on, and her device continued to be used to clean up the oceans. The dolphins she had helped save continued to thrive, and their population grew stronger with each passing year. Maya had achieved her dream of saving the oceans, but more importantly, she had inspired a new generation to continue her work. And as the world continued to face new environmental challenges, Maya's story remained a testament to the power of determination and the strength of the bond between humans and animals. It was a story of hope and of a future where the oceans were once again teeming with life, all thanks to the bravery and dedication of a girl and a dolphin who had saved marine life.